Hey everybody, I'm going to carry on where I left off in the softy puppet vid just a moment ago. I made up there in the that crotch and the notch, whatever you want to call it. I was up there visiting a green, beautiful oasis. Magnificent place, wonderful. Got really beat up on this hike. Thistles and thorns and maybe some poison oak. Taking back with me to Japan, maybe itching in a day or so. I'm walking, there's no trail up here. I'm just walking, as I love to do, amidst the brambles and everything, getting nicely scarred up in my legs. I'm having a great old time. My new hiking boots are doing great. Anyway, I just wanted to say, can you hear the noise? Listen. I've mentioned this in the Softy Pop-Up video I made, but this is for the LylesBrother channel. There's the city. There it is. I am in my brother's backyard, so to speak. Here is the mountains. There are no trails up here. There are no people up here. There is no sign of human interest or exploration or anything at all. It's just me walking, crashing through the brush, being careful of rattlesnakes and thorns and bristles, and to the greater or lesser degree, and having a great old time in the process. And I just wanted to finish a message I started in that last Softy Papa video, which is that so many people write to me and say, you know, Kurt, you're so lucky to live in Japan and to have the chance to explore these wonderful, amazing places. And I just wanted to say, I'm happy. Can you hear the excitement in my voice? I did a video just a moment ago up at the oasis, and I was showing all kinds of what I think are fascinating elements of the geology and the life here, this type of a landscape and this arid, dry environment, the animals, the plants, and very interestingly, the rocks, something like I rarely get to see well in Japan. Everything's so green and covered up. And I was mentioning that people write to me and tell me that they wish they could explore and see things the way that the wonderful things that I see in Japan. And here, there's a snail. Who would expect to find a snail shell in the desert? And it even rattles. Listen. Dirt inside. Interest is where you find it. Interest is where you turn. I know for a fact that probably the majority of the people, and I can't say for a fact, I can say from extrapolation from the fact that my brother, living here years, has never explored up here. His wife has never explored up here. No one I know that lives down here has ever explored. None of his neighbors have. Probably most of these people have never been up here. That's okay. They're not interested. You know, these wild places getting their legs scratched up and thorns and having poison oak and things like that just don't interest them. That's okay. But for those people that do find this interesting, that watch a Softy Papa video and say, I wish I could do that, I would challenge you to ask yourself, look outside, you step outside your house, look around. Do you have a barren landscape like this? Look at this. To just the casual observer, this looks quite dull. Maybe it is dull if you don't know anything about it. Pick up a couple books. Try to find out a little bit about the geology. I'm talking about those who have an interest in nature. Find a little bit about the nature, the geology, the ecosystems that exist. There are various ecosystems throughout here. The stream ecosystem, the mountain ecosystem, the riverbeds down below. Find out about them. When you are armed with an understanding of what you are seeing, then the interest unfolds. Fascination can be found. A simple black beetle is no longer just a black beetle. This is a beautiful member of the order Coleoptera, capable of releasing a stinky stink when disturbed and raising its butt up. You can't smell it, but I can smell it. I'm sorry to be disturbing you, bug. And I'm going to release it, so it releases it. Sometimes you can see it coming out, a black, stinky oil that comes out. I can smell it now. Oh, fascinating defense mechanism. I'm sorry to bug you, it's helping me to illustrate my point, hiding in a hole. When you have that kind of that armed with a basic, all you need is the basic knowledge. This goes from being a mysterious landscape of barren nothingness to a fascinating wonderland of creatures adapted to a specific arid environment, capable. These plants that look dry and dead, like someone needs to water them. Actually, these leaves are especially designed for water retention, high efficiency use of the limited water that comes in. These dry leaves are being shed in order to reduce the amount of evaporation through transpiration. The roots of this plant extend very, very deep down into a lower level of the water table. I'm guessing now. I'm not sure about this specific plant. That's true with some plants like manzanita. Or they may spread out in a large network. These plants also, do you notice how there are barriers between the plants here? See how this zone here? Some plants have an ability to create in the roots, create a type of a poison, or like a chemical, like a poison, that basically prevents competing plants from getting close, creating these natural paths that I can walk through. And these paths are not here. See how I'm walking through them? These paths are not here for my convenience. These paths here are here in order that the plants may have room to live with one another without overusing the limited resources, the limited water resources here. Again, another fascinating element of the ecosystem here. My message, which has been long-winded, but I'm very excited to share because I have a chance now to do it in a place that is not Japan. It's one thing for me to sit in Japan beside a beautiful mountain stream and say, go find the fascinating elements of your own landscape. And look here, we have a large piece of poop. And we can look through it and find what this is. Probably a coyote poop. You can dig through the poop and see what this coyote was eating. There's hair. Can you see the hair? I'm looking at the actual hair of the coyote. That's right, the hair of the dog, so to speak. Don't worry, I'll wash my hands later. And all kinds of stuff. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't be doing that, but you can see the hair of this coyote. This is sufficiently desiccated that I hope it won't cause me any harm, but I won't put those fingers in my mouth. I will touch my iPhone. Look at the clouds above. This landscape, and most of the people down here are sleeping still. They aren't seeing the wonderful transition of the marine layer, the ocean. This is desert here. This is a semi-desert. We are miles and miles from the ocean right now. Yet these clouds all about me. During the day, midday, this will be a blazing sunlit. This is August. Blazing sun, 100 degrees, blue August skies, the sun bearing down. No one's going to want to leave the house. But in the morning, through the night, a layer of ocean air came many, many, many miles and kilometers inland to cover this mountain. I am feeling the cool air of the ocean all about me right now, though I'm far, far from the ocean. And when I got up this morning, this was all I couldn't see the houses down below. This was all I felt like I was at the beach. And then the sun came up and started blazing through the clouds. And look at the background there, those clouds teasing amongst the hills. Earlier, the sun was creating beautiful prisms of light in the mist. It was amazing. I'm going to finish up now. This is a rare chance, as I said, to talk about this topic in a place that maybe others would find boring and not interesting. But I'm here to tell you that wherever you are, you don't have to be in Japan. You don't have to be in the jungles of Costa Rica. You don't have to be in the rainforests of Mount Rainier. You don't have to be in the blazing deserts of Death Valley, which are so fascinating. You can be in a simple arid zone in the backyard of a suburban community in Moreno Valley, California. You can be in the plains of Kansas, spread out everywhere about you, just limitless plains. You can go see Bob Sees All, the YouTube user Bob Sees All, and his channel, Bob the Spider Hunter, and he lives in the middle of the plains of America. He makes fascinating videos about the things that he sees out there. You can live in an urban jungle. Oh, I love exploring urban jungles. You can live in downtown Los Angeles, downtown Amsterdam, in Bangladesh. You can in a city there, or a village, or any type of environment, and you can find this stuff. Key is learn a little bit about the area, and then extrapolate from there, build upon that, begin to explore, find things that you don't know what they are, use that scientific method of inquiry to ask yourself, what am I seeing, what more can I learn, and you become a person who's fascinated by the world around them, and in turn, others will be fascinated by what you will have to say if you take the time to try and share it. And you may not happen right away. It may take time, and you may not find the right venue right away. Maybe writing or vlogging or something else. But keep at it. And I can see that I'm almost at the 10-minute mark. I'm going to sign off for now, guys. Have a great day. I'll see you in Japan. I'll be back tomorrow. Take care, everybody. Have a great day. Bye-bye.